We're back with the urinal test, but this one's apparently a bit tougher. So if you're a guy, you choose where you would pee based on the given situation, and if you're a girl, feel free to play along. All right, so first up we have this formation. You just go 7 here. I can't think of a universe where you'd want to voluntarily pee next to guys. All right. Now we have a clean slate. So it may be enticing to go 4, but I think you go 1 or 7 here because you want to be considerate of others. Cool. Kind of the same story here. So 3 might look good, but you don't want to be sandwiched between 2 guys. So I think you go 7 and take the edge. All right. This kind of sucks regardless, but I think you go 1 instead of 3 or 4 because, again, it's like the sandwich thing. You want to minimize damage. All right. And last up. So this just looks pretty bad. I mean, if the stall is open, you take it, but we're assuming the stall isn't open. I mean, I'm a bit pee shy myself. I'd probably go 2 here, though. All right, nice. How'd you guys do? Here's a test to see if you're a guy. So we're about to look at 5 images without context, and if you understand most of them, then you have the psyche of a man. Otherwise, yeah. All right, so first up, we have a bunch of footprints, and it looks like one of them goes off track. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, you're just making an adjustment, it looks like, so we've all been there. Now we have a heat map of the body, and it looks like red in the armpit and the crotch area. So this must be alluding to getting washed, and if that's the case, I feel like guys should be more hygienic and treat their whole body as red. Now we have clear history and data. I think girls do this too, right? I mean, this is pretty universal. Plus we have incognito mode now, so it kind of changes the game a bit. This looks like some mathematical functions. I don't know what this could mean, actually. Yeah, I have no idea. And then last up, we have normal day versus home alone. Yeah, okay. I mean, it depends if you're a righty or lefty to begin with, but I'm pretty sure we've all been here, so how'd you do? Here's a test to see if you're a girl. So we're about to look at 5 images without context, and if you understand most of them, then you have the psyche of a woman. Otherwise, yeah. All right, so first up, we have this chair. I have no idea what this is trying to tell me. This is just one of those school chairs. Maybe it's just uncomfortable because of their, like, lumbar or something. Okay, next up, shampoo full, conditioner depleted. Yeah, I just recently discovered you're supposed to condition your hair daily and not shampoo your hair daily, so I definitely understand this now. This is a hair tie. Looks like it's starting to come apart a bit, so maybe just from like constant use it starts to degrade. That would be my guess here. I have no idea where they're shoving these Q-tips, but I don't know what would create that black on there. Maybe it's their ear. Probably makeup related though, that's my guess. And then last up, okay, I know this. I've been to stores with like my sisters before. When they try on lipstick and stuff, they check the colors on their skin. So that's what that is. But how'd you guys do? Let's see how creative your mind is. So we're gonna look at 5 different images and you have to interpret what each looks like. And if you're creative, you should yield some pretty unique answers. The first up, for me, this is like a candle. And if you want to be unique, then you want to get an answer that's different from the most common. So there, I'm very basic, I guess. This looks like, it looks like the 4 corners almost, that thing in the United States between like Colorado and Arizona. Okay, footprints in a circle. This is just a compass, 100%. That's probably going to be the most common answer though, yeah. Okay, I'm definitely not super unique so far. This looks like a giraffe's neck. I hope that's not basic. Of course it is. And then last one, DNA. No, that was a really dumb answer. I'm going to stick with it. I have no idea. Lights. All right, well, what would you guys say? This is called the intuition test. So we're going to look at 6 different images and you have to figure out what's going on. I'd say if you get more than half of them right, then you probably have good intuition. The first up, what color is the middle bottle? I'm going to go yellow. Green, okay. Which one is the girl's hair? That's got to be the one on the right. Yeah, the one on the left's a horse. What number is he thinking of? 5, 8, or 3? Definitely 8. Or not. Which door is the teddy bear located behind? I'm going to go ahead and say the middle one. Let's go 2. There we go. What color is the shirt? This looks like a yellow shirt. I'm just seeing it. No, okay, it's beige. And then final question, is it daytime or nighttime? This has got to be daytime. There's clouds. All right, there we go. How'd you guys do? Here's a quick test to see if you're a psychopath. So most people are aware of the trolley problem, but if not, I'll quickly summarize it. A train is about to kill 5 people, and you as a bystander have the option to pull a lever so that it only kills 1. Would you do it? Now this isn't the issue, because most people would actually pull the lever, and from a utilitarian standpoint it makes sense because you're saving more people. But now let's say instead of a lever, you have to push a fat guy onto the track to stop the train. Would you do that? Now the issue, of course, is that this action is a lot more direct, and so it should cause an internal conflict. If you push the guy without hesitation, you may have some psychopathic tendencies because you're solely employing logical reasoning to solve moral dilemmas. It also might mean you have a hypofunctional ventromedial prefrontal cortex, which basically means that your evaluation of fear and judgment might be a bit abnormal. But regardless though, let me know what you guys would do. If you're under the age of 25, you shouldn't be able to pass this quiz, so we're going to look at 6 different images without context, and you have to figure out what's going on in each of them. So first up, do people really not know what this is? Do they not use these in shoe stores anymore? This is what measures your foot. How else are you supposed to find out? This is the old Wendy's packaging. Wendy's used to hit really different when it was in this, like a good Frosty or a Fry. This guy's about to draw an S, the Superman S. He used to do that a lot. I don't know exactly what this is used for. I feel like it's for like those floppy disks, but I've never actually owned one of these. That's Tom from MySpace, pretty iconic picture. And then I'm not really sure what this is. I think it used to be maybe a Pizza Hut because of like that thing at the top. I feel like that's pretty specific to that, but let me know how you guys did. What do you get when you solve for this equation? I'm sure many people have seen this before, but depending on how you interpret order of operations, you'll either come up with 1 or 9. So we all agree that you should add 2 and 1 to get to this point, but then this is where the differences emerge. I personally view the right half as a grouped expression and thus notate it like this. This, of course, would yield 1, but the counter-argument is just applying order of operations cleanly from left to right, which would then, of course, yield 9. But let me know what you guys think. Here's a test to see if you have a dirty mind. So we're going to look at 8 different words, and you just have to say the first thing that comes to your mind, but don't lie. All right, so here we go. Rub. That one's easy. Lust. I feel like I'm falling into their trap. But what else are you supposed to say there? I feel like I'm doing really poorly. Blow. Maybe glow, I should have said. Cook. Okay, they didn't get me there. I know what they want me to say. Wide? What could that even be? And then but who's not saying here? This test will see if you're boring, so if you know the answers to these 6 questions, then you probably don't have a personality, so here we go. Which shade of beige is different from the others? That's gotta be top left. There we go. I don't know if that's good if I got that. What font is this? Times New Roman? The Libri. Okay, that was my second guess. What is this called? Nobody knows what that's called. No shot. An aglet? Nobody knows that. Which number is missing from the dartboard? 14? 12? Okay. Which of these woods is more expensive? I have no idea. Okay, Bacote. What does this Morse code say? SOS? LOL. Alright, how'd you guys do? Here's a test to see if you have ADHD. So you want to focus your eyes on that flashing dot in the middle of the screen, and as you stare at it, the surrounding yellow spots will gradually vanish from your consciousness one by one. But as soon as you let your eyes wander, the effect is broken and the dots will reappear. So if you can only make 1 or 2 of the spots vanish, then I'd say you're easily distracted and find it difficult to hold your attention for long, and thus you might have ADHD. If you can make them all disappear, then I'd say you have a normal attention span, and if you can make them disappear for 5 to 10 seconds, which less than 1% of people can do, then you have an extraordinary attention span. But let me know how it goes. Here's a test to see if you're socially intelligent. So we're going to look at 6 different people's eyes, and you have to figure out which emotion they're experiencing. The first up, is this person playful, comforting, irritated, or bored? And I already saw all the answers, so I'll just administer it to you guys. That's playful, terrified, amused, regretful, or flirtatious. This is also used as an autism test, so if you get 0 out of 6, you may have low-level autism, but it's not official. Now, irritated, thoughtful, encouraging, or sympathetic. This is going to be thoughtful. Okay, 3 more. Arrogant, grateful, sarcastic, or tentative. This one might be a tough one. I think this had a really low score on it. That's tentative. Grateful, flirtatious, hostile, or disappointed. I think this one's the easiest one. That's flirtatious. And now final one. Serious, ashamed, bewildered, or alarmed. Shouldn't be too bad. So this one is serious. And how'd you guys do? This optical illusion is going to blow your mind. So which way do you see this spinning? Left, right, up, down? Well, technically all of those answers are correct. It's called the dual axis illusion, and if you properly focus, you can actually get it to rotate in all 4 directions. It might take a little bit, so try to focus on those intersecting points, and you should have an easier time switching between each axis. It's well worth the attempt though, because once you can master all 4 directions, you'll feel unstoppable.
Here's a quick test to see how lucky you are. So I'm going to ask you 3 random questions, and all you have to do is provide an answer, and don't think too much about it. It's completely arbitrary. So first up, think of a number between 1 and 10. So the answer is 7. Think of a color now. The answer is red, and now think of a letter. The answer is S. So if you got one of those right, then I'd say you're pretty lucky, and anything more than that, and you really defied the odds. Let's see if you can solve this logic puzzle. So which tank will fill up first? You can assume the water is omnidirectional and flowing at a constant speed. I've been looking at this for like 10 minutes and I don't really have a definitive answer. I saw a couple of websites provide what they claim to be the correct answer, but I figured I'd leave it with you guys because you're probably a bit smarter than them. I was leaning K or F just because it feels the most obvious, but I can also see the case made for G. I have no idea though. I could be missing something, so let me know what you guys think. Who's the dumbest person in this photo and why? And whoever you choose can tell a lot about your personality. So for example, if you think the first or the fourth guy is the dumbest, like most people do, you're likely not an overthinker and you deal solely in logic. Now if you think the second or the third guy is the dumbest, you're likely a bit more introspective and considerate of consequence and moral obligation. I personally think 4 is the dumbest because he's literally cutting his own branch, but let me know what you guys think. Only 10% of people are able to see the angry man in this image, so most of you guys are going to see the guy gazing off to the right, but that's only half of this illusion. There's actually another face hidden within here somewhere. The thing is, anybody could see it, it's just going to take a while. Like, it took me 10 minutes, it actually sucked. It was super frustrating looking for it, but it is there. I kind of want to give you a hint, but part of me also wants you to look for yourself, because then it would just be spoiling it. It is cool once you see it, and once you see it, you could kind of flip back and forth between the first guy you saw and then the angry man. Like right now, I have like a fused vision of both. But let me know if you're able to see it. Let's see how well you perform under pressure. So you have 30 seconds to figure out which path leads the dog to its bone. Starting now. So when you're under pressure, people tend to throw logic and reasoning out the window and they just approach problems at face value. Which is fine, but you basically have a 1 in 5 chance of getting this right. So I'm sure you guys just arbitrarily chose a number, and right now you're tracking through the path, hopefully getting to the bone. You have about 10 seconds left. And if you're somebody who stays composed under pressure, you probably started with the bone and then worked your way backwards. So time is up. Hopefully you did that or got lucky, but let me know how you did. Here's a really cool test to find your blind spots. So we'll start with the right eye first. So you're going to want to cover your left eye or just shut it. And then with your right eye, you're going to want to stare at that static black dot on the left. And then at some point, that big black circle is going to go out of your field of vision and basically disappear. So after you see that, now we'll do the left eye. So you're going to do the same thing, but now you're going to cover your right eye. And then with your left eye, you're going to look at the static black dot now on the right. And then at some point, the big black dot should be disappearing, thus creating your blind spot for your left eye. So let me know if it works. According to science, these are the 3 most annoying sounds ever. So let's see if you can make it through 5 seconds of each of them. And if you enjoy this for some reason, you're probably a psychopath. Crying babies are only really bad on planes. This always gives me chills. What? Here's a test to see if you have a full range of hearing. So we're going to start at 20 and go all the way up to 20,000 hertz, and just make sure not to adjust your volume mid-test because it could really mess with your ears. So good luck. Okay, well, how'd you guys do? Let's see if we could guess the fast food logos. So this is going to be really easy, so I'm also going to review each one. This is Taco Bell. Taco Bell's probably like an 8 out of 10, really good when drunk. Starbucks, of course. I have this every day. I'd probably give Starbucks a 9 out of 10. Could be a bit cheaper.
This is Little Caesars. I've actually never had Little Caesars, but I heard decent things, I guess, so undefined. Chipotle, I have it every day of my life, 10 out of 10. All right, cool. This is Whataburger. Whenever I go to like Texas, I have it. It's okay. It's probably like a 6.5 out of 10. Baskin Robbins, I'm sure everybody knows the 31 flavors in the logo. That's okay, probably like a 7.5 out of 10. Auntie Anne's pretzels, if you're at the mall and you get this, it's like a clear 10 out of 10. And then lastly, this is Panda Express. I don't really eat Chinese food, but probably like a 6.5 out of 10. Let's see how well you know your video game music. That's from the Wii, that's the Me channel. Such a good song. I think that's Tetris. Okay, nice. Super Mario 64, I use this in like all my videos. This is Pokemon, I think it's the Elite Four. Okay, nice. Literally no idea, it sounds like a pirate type music. Angry Birds? Really? Oh no, I'm exposing myself. I have no idea. Minecraft? Oh no. This is Undertale. I've never played the game, but I feel like everybody's born knowing that. Let's see if we could spot the correct logos. So first up, we have Netflix. So I think the N protrudes a bit, so it should be the one on the right. Okay. Now Spotify. Spotify's definitely 3. 4 looks so wrong. I'd hope. Okay, cool. 2 for 2. Nintendo Switch. So that's going to be the one on the left. Also, I think in marketing, they like to go from left to right, top to bottom. Sprite. I mean, that should be the one on the right with the dotted I, I think. Okay, 4 for 4. Microsoft. Maybe the one on the left, just because it's red dominant in the top left. Okay. Cartoon Network. I think the one on the left, it should be black square first. Okay, and then finally we have Discord. The one on the right's like a combination of Discord and Android, so the one on the left, right? All right, cool. How'd you guys do? Let's see if you could guess the celebrity by only looking at their eye. That's The Rock, I hope. Okay, cool. Billie Eilish, no pun intended. All right, cool. 2 for 2. No idea who that is. Maybe Halle Berry. Meghan Markle. Okay, 2 for 3. That's definitely Donald Trump. Looks a bit older. Yeah, there we go. 3 for 4. That's pretty scary. I think that's Ed Sheeran. Makes me uncomfortable. All right, 4 for 5. I have no idea who that is. I don't even have a guess. Obama. Okay. 4 for 6. That's definitely Beyonce. I'd hope. Okay. 5 for 7. And Elon Musk. Cool. 6 for 8. How'd you guys do? Let's see if we can guess the badly drawn flags. And you guys know I love my flag, so this should be interesting. This is Japan. Probably the easiest. I think it gets progressively harder. Estonia. Yeah, cool. Argentina. These aren't really like that poorly drawn, actually. Madagascar. Wow, already getting some tough ones. Okay. This is probably Kyrgyzstan. This is a really bad drawing, okay? Seychelles. This is one of my favorite flags. All right, final one. Togo. Wow, they went deep for these. But cool, 7 for 7. How'd you guys do? Let's see if you could guess who lives in these fictional houses. You guys are gonna hate me after this. I have no idea. Rick and Morty, okay. This is Goku's house, 100%. Of course, I know the anime one. I have no idea. Wow, I'm so bad at this. The regular show, I've never watched, okay. This is definitely Phineas and Ferb, I hope, okay. 2 for 4. I thought it was Codename Kids Next Door. I have no idea, though. Adventure Time, wow, okay. This is Backyardigans. I think this is Unique's house. Pablo's house, all right. And this is Mr. Krabs' house, and Pearl's too, I guess, right? All right, 4 for 7. How'd you guys do? Let's see if you can guess these people's age. I would say 4 years old. 2, okay. Oh, this is a 16-year-old. This is like a junior in high school. All right. Oh, she's probably 6. Okay. Oh, 75. I'll put my life on this one. This is like in the 70s. 60? Oh, wow. 28? No shot. That's got to be a typo. I feel like I know this guy. 21? 28, okay. And then last one. Oh, that's Jane Fonda. She's like 75. All right, how'd you guys do? Let's see if you could guess the price of these 7 objects. AirPods Pro, probably like 200. 250, all right. Nintendo Switch, those are like 250. 299, wow, things are expensive. Median LA home, that's gotta be like 700K. 800K? Tesla Model S, I'd say 80,000. 95,000, why is everything so expensive? Presidential Rolex, I don't know watches, 10K. 20K? Okay, I'm gonna guess more now. Large Big Mac meal, New York, 10? 953, okay. Buckingham Palace, 100 million? 2.6 billion? Let's see if you could guess these 8 countries based on their location on a map. So hopefully the Americans can go 8 for 8 here. I'm rooting for you guys. All right, this one's cake right below the US. That's gonna be Mexico. This one you gotta get, giant country in Asia, 2 billion people. This is gonna be India. Now we have, I mean, if you watch anime, maybe that helps. Hopefully that's a good hint. This is Japan. This one I feel like you have to know. Like a Eurasian country right there, kind of like the bridge between Europe and Asia, Turkey. I don't think a lot of people know that this is the UK for whatever reason. I feel like it just doesn't stand out that much. This one, again, just Southeast Asia, have to know. Thailand, cool. This one right above Pakistan. Kind of tough one as well. Afghanistan, good. Then last up, right below the Florida Keys. I feel like most people should know this, especially in the Western world, Cuba. So how'd you guys do? Let's see if you can guess these 8 countries from their emojis. Chain A, China. That one's easy. Hopefully I'm right. Okay, cool. Ice Minecraft. Oh, Iceland. Iceland. Okay. Wow, I'm so dumb. O, eyebrows? Oh man. Oman. Oman. Nice. Sing a Singapore. That's Singapore. Okay. What is that? A germ and money? Germany. Okay. Pretty well done. S, ear, B-A? I have no idea what that... Oh, Serbia. Okay. Japan. That one's so easy. J plus pan. All right, good. And then final one. Girl. Bulgaria? No, Portugal. Okay, how'd you guys do? This is called the intuition test. So we're going to look at 6 different images and you have to figure out what's happening. I'd say if you get more than half of them right, then you probably have good intuition. So first up, we have this guy. Is he a dog or a cat person? Probably got to be a dog person, right? He's pretty well groomed. I feel like dog people have their shit together. Okay, nice. Next up, is this a lemon or a lime? That's just got to be a lemon, right? It just straight up looks like it. Plus, I feel like the way light reflects off yellow is kind of like that. Okay, 2 for 2. What date is this? This is August 18th, of course. Okay, or not. How old is she? It looks like she's having a celebration, maybe like a quinceañera, 21st, but I'm going to go 18. She looks pretty much like an 18-year-old. Nice. Is this coffee or tea? That's got to be coffee just because it looks like there's a lot of milk mixed into there. I guess tea could as well, but let's go coffee. All right. And then last up, is this a woman's or a man's hand? I feel like my hand kind of looks like that, so let's go man. Oh, let's go. All right, how'd you guys do? According to psychologists, if you could solve this riddle, then you might be a psychopath. So here we go. So a woman is attending her mother's funeral when all of a sudden she meets a guy she doesn't know. The guy is perfect, like she really thinks it could be the love of her life. But the only issue is she never gets the guy's name or number and nobody else seems to know who he is. Then all of a sudden, a few days later, she randomly kills her sister. So the question is, why would she kill her sister? If you instantly said, well, of course she killed her sister so she could see that guy again, hopefully at the funeral, then you might be a psychopath. The reason being is because psychopaths tend to justify their actions so long as they meet a specific end goal. So let me know how you did. Let's see how long you could hold your breath for. So on the count of 3, you're going to want to take a deep breath and then hold it for as long as possible. 3, 2, 1.